gonna try to record this without crying, but hi, I'm Mariana and I'm a mother of four, and one of my sons has type 1 diabetes. I kind of briefed you guys about it the last time that I posted a video, and I said I was gonna talk about it more, but I haven't. And I do want to bring it up because on his last A1C, they did some blood work, more blood work because he does it yearly, and he had two markers for two more autoimmune diseases, which is Hashimoto's and celiac disease. I don't know much about it. I've been researching, and I kind of know that our life's gonna change. His life, right? And so I'm kind of like nervous about it. The days are getting closer. Sorry. The days are getting closer, and he's gonna have his appointment with the gastrologist to go over like the results and what it means. Yesterday I was at an HEB nearby that has more stuff, and I was looking for a garlic bread, and I just happened to run across the aisle, the freezer aisle, where all these gluten-free products are displayed, and I was just thinking, wow, in like a month I'll probably be here. I'll probably be in this aisle choosing like what to feed my son. And so it was starting to hit me yesterday, like pretty soon our life's gonna change. They're gonna have to do like a surgery to confirm his diagnosis, because even though he had the antibodies, they do have to do like a surgery. I don't know what it's called, but they have to stick a camera through his throat to check his intestines, to see if there's any damages in his large intestines. I know that procedure's like, I read like 15 minutes long. The prepping takes longer for that procedure. I am pretty nervous about it because my son is diabetic, and I'm handling him to doctors. I know they do much, like they know better than I do, right? But still, it's very nerve-wracking to give your child to a doctor to take care of, and then to know that he's probably gonna have those procedures done throughout his life, because they need to make sure that what I've read, they need to make sure that he is not having any gluten and any reactions, because if he does, he could have like cancer, because it's harming his large intestines, his small intestines. So they need to keep checking his intestines throughout his life, and keep it's probably going to be more frequent now, like because he was getting blood work done once a year, so probably it's going to start increasing more frequently to check his statuses on his Hashimoto's and his celiac disease. As a mom, you want the best for your kids. You want them not to go through pain, and I just feel like he's been dealt a horrible card in his life, and I wish that I could take that card from him. And there's so much guilt with it, and thank goodness that so far his A1Cs have been in the sixes, between under 7. So I know that trying to do my best and keeping him in range and everything, it does get me nervous that something bad could ever happen to him. Every day that he's at school it makes me a little nervous. I am getting used to it. He has already been in school since he's in 2nd grade, so he's already been kinder first and now 2nd. I'm so thankful to the nurses that I do have, the nurse that I do have, and his kindergarten nurse as well. There was a time where he he had forgot his lunchbox at school, and so he had another lunchbox, but they were the same design. So I didn't think about it. I gave him his lunchbox and his backpack, and when he went to school, he grabbed his old lunchbox that didn't have any food, or that he already had ate from the day before. And the nurse had bolused him the 3 units of insulin that he needed for that food. And my son, thank goodness he didn't drop, because usually 3 units can really bring him down. His blood sugar was 140, which was so weird that he didn't drop. But he dropped like within 10-20 minutes. I thought he would have dropped like 10-20 minutes of not eating and having such a big, strong insulin dose. But luckily he didn't. He did go 255. He did go 255, but the nurse caught him at 70 because she was wondering why he was dropping when normally he usually goes higher. And she went and asked my son, hey, what happened during lunch? Did you eat your lunch? And then he tells her there was no lunch, that there was no lunch in his lunchbox. And so then she messaged me, and I was like, yes, I packed lunch for him. And then I remembered that he had forgot his old lunchbox at school, and he probably took his old one instead of his new one. So she immediately went to his classroom and got his lunchbox and fed him at her office. Gave him his lunchbox. She was quick at thinking to give him juice because that insulin had been already working for the last 40 minutes without any food. So she already knew that he was going to start dropping pretty fast. And his blood sugar was in the 70s. And sure enough, thank goodness she did give him that 24 grams of apple juice before he could even start eating, just to help. And he did make it to 55 blood sugar, but he steadied off with the juice and he started to eat. And I just think to myself, like, had he been a normal child, yes, it is horrible that any child doesn't eat during lunch, but like, my son can literally die if he doesn't eat and he gets dosed. Sorry. And that's a hard thing to, as a parent, like a type 1 diabetic parent, to know that literally with every dosage, something can happen. What if there's like a shooting or something, and my son didn't get to eat? And it's just very scary to know, like, hey, I know emergencies happen, but like, my son also needs some attention or something. I don't know. It's just scary. As a parent, you always think of the craziest things. But so soon, my son is gonna have a meeting with a gastrologist on the 31st. I'll know more about celiac then, but I have researched it a lot. So I'm kind of nervous about that. My 4-year-old's here. What's up, puppy? It's raining outside, so he's letting me know that it's raining. But I will start posting more. I do need to post more. But it's kind of hard, and yesterday kind of hit me a little bit more that things aren't happening, things are going to change. Being in that aisle was kind of like, I'm going to be here pretty often. My son is a very picky eater, and it's going to be such a big change for him since he is a picky eater. And I'll let you guys know how that goes. If you have any questions, any comments, any motivational comments, go ahead and leave them. I do want to read them. If you have celiac disease, let me know how that goes. What foods you like, what things to look out for. I know that celiac can affect your shampoo, your skin, a lot of things like that. I hope that my son's celiac is not severe, but just leave me a comment, say hi. Bye, you guys.